Yo, Daily Fire, episode 23. If it's trash, turn it off. But if it has value, please share it out for me. Of course, it's brought to you by maxeffortmuscle.com. You got to check out our amino coffee and our great CBD products over at maxeffortmuscle.com. And you are listening to the Business and Biceps Network. All right, episode 23. I'm going to title this one 21 Days. Now, if you've been listening to me for a long time or you just started, I talk about habits all the time. There was a client of mine way back in the day, probably when I was like 21, 22, that said, "Hey, Cory, you know it takes 21 days to create a habit." I was thinking, like, is that for real? He's like, "No, I'm telling you." And he was a sales guy. His name's Rob Dunsmore, had a lot of impact on me early in my career. And he said, "Gee, whatever you're trying to make a habit that you think will deem success, do it for 21 days. I was like, oh, shit, okay. So I started doing these little things here and there. And that was like, I'm talking when I'm 21, 22, I kind of got hit with this. And even though we hear these type of things all the time, I thought it'd be helpful for me to kind of run through the way that I operate around this principle and have for years. As I subtract and add to my daily schedule, and what I believe is my successful way that I operate, for me at least early, I will subtract and add things around this manner. So I'll go 21 days or 30 days on something and see what the outcome is. And really, that's the way that I've operated off and on as I subtract and add things to my daily routine to get where I got to this point for the goals that I have outlined. And so, for instance, now that we're on quarantine, we got another 30 days. If you're listening to this real time, we got another minimum 30 days, right? So you have a window of 21 plus days where you're going to have the most time on your hands potentially of your entire life. Why not take advantage of it? Why not take advantage of it? And what does a habit have to look like? Does it have to be, I run 5 fucking miles every day? No, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It can start off as much as, I'm going to read 1 page out of a book for the next 21 days. I'm going to listen to 1 short podcast like this a day for the next 21 days. I'm going to write a letter to someone that I care about. There's plenty, or multiple ones, whatever. Just write, like at the beginning. Well, actually, I had thought about this at the beginning of the year. I wanted to write an article a day for the entire year. Well, I was so fired up about it that I started on December 20th. And as we sit today at March 31st, I'm 2 weeks ahead still, meaning that I have wrote an article plus some every day since December 20th. The reason why I'm doing daily fires right now and why I hit up John about wanting to start these again is because I was writing so much material within this daily habitual process that I have more I wanted to talk about. I had more I wanted to share with you guys. I had more I wanted to say. And I was like, man, we got to bring these things back. And it was because of that daily process of 21 days. I said, let me do this for like a month. But then it fastly became like, I think I can do this for a year. And so another one I started, I am fortunate to have a squat rack at my house. Obviously, I'm in the fitness business, so I'm sure no one's surprised by that. And we squat in the 4am crew 5 days a week. We used to squat every day. We usually squat about 5 days a week. I thought to myself, this is the best case scenario. I'll just start squatting every day again. So here, for 21 days, I'll do the hardest variation that's the most brutal, that's the deepest, that's with the less amount of leverages, which is the most difficult one. And I'm going to go right into the fire for the next 3 weeks at it. I need something to challenge myself. And I can tell it's challenging me because I can think about it almost when I wake up. Now, you guys see, if you're new or not new, you see I do walking lunges every day. I mean, I had a streak last year that was over 303 days at a half mile a day. I have a streak right now. It's over 100 days at between 400 and 800 meters a day. I don't think about that. That's so habitual at this point. I just keep rolling. But you should, whether it's walking, whether it's running, whether it's lunging. Now, I'll tell you, you go ahead and start them lunges. You never did them before. Day 3, it's about to test you. Same as these squats. If you go heavy back squat, I'm not even doing front squats right now because my shoulder still kind of bugging me. Heavy back squats every day in the worst possible position you can put yourself in. The deepest, the high bar, all the stuff that's hard for me. Think about it every day already, so I know it's pushing me. So if you can have something that can add to your life for the next 21 days, it doesn't have to be record-setting, breaking craziness. Just put a couple things down. I'm going to challenge you today. Just put a couple things down on a piece of paper that says, I got at least till the 30th, for most of us, can't really go anywhere, and we shouldn't be going anywhere. Why not create these small little habits that could turn into what mine did? That habit of writing an article, and I actually record my articles, and then I have an editor that helps me with them. So recording, writing, approving, however you want to look at it, articles every day turned into wanting to do daily fires again, a crazy amount of quality content for the website and for social media that's still 2 weeks ahead. Like, just because I said for 21 days, for 30 days, I'm going to write a 1-page article. The same thing will happen. Let me read. Let me listen to something. It'll turn into books and books and books. So I'm just going to challenge you guys. I wanted to just bring back a point that's probably known by a lot, but I can't assume it's known by everybody because I was a 21-year-old kid that didn't understand this one time. So maybe you're watching today and you never heard this before. And I hope it changes something inside of you because it sure did with me. Daily Fire, episode 23, 21 days. If it's trash, turn it off. If it has value, please share it out for me. It's brought to you by maxeffortmuscle.com for all your supplement needs. And you're listening to the Business and Bicep Network. Thanks.